Guys, welcome to another Zenler FBH. Now in this FBH what we're looking at is Pauline Bernado, and her question is, how do I publish my site so that it's visible public? So by default your pages will be public, because if you can see them then you in incognito mode, then they will be public. So if I give you a test, this is a site demo. This doesn't matter if you set up if you're a pro or premium or free user. If you have a domain tied to this, such as this one, demo.newzenler.com, then what is public is public. So you can test this out by copying it and going to incognito window and just going into here, demo. So you can see my site is there. This is what people can see publicly, and of course they can sign in and they can register up if they want to. This is a demo site, hasn't been changed in any way, but it is public. Now I might be asking another question: how do I get my site to appear on Google? Well, that's a completely different kettle of fish, but I want to just talk to you about pages that are published and are public on the system itself. So I'm going to jump into the admin for this site and we're going to look at the publish settings for pages. Okay, so I'm jumping into the admin section of the site, and if I go to site and I go down here to pages, you can see that all of these ones that are marked with a status of published are actually viewable. Ones that are not, such as unpublished, you're going to see you're not going to be able to get to those pages. Now if you view them inside of Chrome and you are logged in, you might see them if you go to something like here, the preview. If I preview this page, I can see it. There's no content in there, but I can see the page. But in actual effect, I cannot see it, because if I grab the actual name and then I go into here, you can see there's no page to be found because it's unpublished. So to unpublish it, you click the gear icon and you can click publish there, and now it will be visible. Okay, so that is the difference between published and unpublished. Now if you're talking about your site actually appearing inside of Google for people to search and find your site, you're talking about marketing. Okay, so if you want to know all about marketing your website, then you can do that by using our marketing course. Now just before I do that, every time you do add a page or a course or a funnel or any of these things, you should make sure, if you're changing any content in your site by adding pages or any courses or any of this stuff, you should go to your site settings, go to sitemap and click create sitemap, and that will create, you'll see I haven't done it yet, and this will create a sitemap listing all of your pages. So if I was to click this now, you're going to see that it will throw another page up and it will give you all of the pages. Can you see that? All of the pages that are made public are in here. Okay, so if I was to unpublish those pages inside here because I didn't want people to find them, then I could unpublish all these pages. Then I go back to site settings and I recreate the sitemap, and then they will not show. Let me just show you quickly. Let's take one of these pages. Let's take this cookie policy page. Notice that on the sitemap it included in here, you can see it says cookie policy. So if I close that down and I go into the cookie policy page, which is this one here, click the gear icon, unpublish the page, click update. Okay, you're going to see that that page is unpublished. So now I need to go, because I've made a change in my site, I go to site settings, sitemap, and then I click recreate sitemap, and now what you're going to see on here is we have no cookie policy page appearing because it has been removed because you've unpublished it. Okay, so this is a really important thing. If you don't want pages to show, make sure they're unpublished inside your site. Okay, now if you're looking for your site to appear in Google search results or market your site in any way, I do suggest that you go into tutorials.newzenler.com, you make sure you're signed up for the NZ Masterclass bundle, and then you go into the Zenler Marketing Guide and you take this Zenler Basic Marketing course, and that will tell you how to actually get your site listed on Google and also generate traffic organically, that means free, on the search engines by taking this course. But as far as publishing and unpublishing your page and creating your sitemap, this is how you do it in the Zenler platform. So remember, any courses, any funnels, any pages that you create inside your site, or if you take or you unpublish the page, make sure that when you've finished doing what you need to do, you come into site settings, sitemap, recreate the sitemap, and that will generate a new sitemap. Just double check it, make sure only the URLs are showing that you want, and then you know that your index is correct for your website. And that's it. That's as simple as it gets.